Piracetam attack doses are a popular method of expediting the process of loading certain nootropics in order to get the benefits quickly. Attack doses are typically implemented when starting a new nootropic or adding it to your stash. If you're new to the nootropic game, this is the sort of term that might have you scratching your head while digging through sketchy forum posts from '09. But don't worry, that's where I come in. So let's break it down. But what's the deal? Why take so much to start? Is it useful for all newts or just a few? First, you have to understand that there are three kinds of nootropics: the kind you can feel, the kind you can't, and everything in between. If you pop an adrafinil and try to organize your music library, you might notice that everything kicks into high gear and it's a lot more engaging. If you pop two or three, you might end up dancing around your house in your boxer shorts to late 80s new wave. If you take an attack dose, you might end up in the ER. Adrafinil is a nootropic in part because of its mood and alertness enhancing properties. While we're engaged and feeling good, we're definitely at our best. It doesn't need time to load, it delivers right away. Now, let's take Piracetam as a counterexample. With a wide range of MOAs and activity, some much more subtle than others, it's not as likely to get you in the mood for a one-man dance party, even though its effects on areas like memory are much greater. Some studies have reported an increase in BDNF with Piracetam use, so that mechanism, for instance, would likely have a significant carryover into cognitive performance over time, while providing none of the noticeable buzz something like adrafinil might. So why the attack dose? Some users want to cut straight to the chase. They want results and they want them fast. While we don't condone, recommend, or encourage taking more than the recommended dose of anything, particularly without consulting a licensed medical professional, we can outline the reasoning that some users within the nootropic community have for implementing an attack dose for educational purposes. Similar to SSRI, Piracetam influences the concentration and metabolism of a neurotransmitter that's less likely to be noticed than something acting on dopamine or mimicking catecholamines. With SSRI, it's serotonin. With Piracetam, it's acetylcholine. With both, the recommended dosage isn't large enough to elicit noticeable subjective changes immediately, thus a loading phase, or in this case, a Piracetam attack dose. Some users report hailing in the start of their Piracetam run with 2, 3, 4, and even 5 times the recommended dosage. Again, this is not recommended, but if a user were to implement this protocol, we'd recommend having some CDP choline handy along with ALCAR in order to combat any potential headache or brain fog caused by acetylcholine depletion. When it comes to attack doses, the best offense just might be a good defense.